If you guys are interested in learning how you can make a acrylic Halloween decoration, this one is just a pumpkin that I decorated using acrylic with different colors, then stay tuned. xTool Creative Space, get you a blank canvas. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to go over here to the shapes, go down to festival. We're going to make a layer acrylic pumpkin. All right, so I'm just gonna take one of these pumpkins here. I want to keep it real simple. I don't want to have all these extra features on it. So this one looks pretty simple. So I'm gonna start with this one. I'm gonna enlarge it so you guys can see it good. Close this out real quick. So what we're gonna do here is we're going to do an offset. Confirm. I want to get rid of this original one. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take probably just like a square, because I'm just going to try to get rid of the eyes, the nose, and the mouth. So I'm going to go in here, I'm going to get this rectangle, and I am just going to enlarge this so that I can get rid of this here, because I just want this back piece to be one color. So let's see. Alright. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to select both of these, and then I'm going to go up here to this unite, and I'm going to push unite. That gets rid of the fascia features of the pumpkin. I'm going to push this to engrave so that you guys can see this is a solid piece. Okay, so this is going to be the back piece. So now we're going to work on the second piece. So what I want to do is I want to duplicate this. I'm going to duplicate it twice because I want to make sure I'm going to do 3 layers. Ooh, excuse me. I'm going to do 3 layers, and I just want to make sure that they're all the same size. So when I glue them together, that there's no issues with the sizing. So I'm going to copy, paste. So 1, paste 2. Okay, so I'm going to leave one of these to the side, or I should say 2 of these to the side for now. Alright, so this is going to be my second layer. So what we're going to do for my second layer is we're going to put some design features in here. So you're going to go over here to shapes again. And if you don't like any of the shapes that xTool Creative Space has, you can also get your own images from like Canva or wherever. But I'm just showing you guys this way so you guys, if you're doing this and you only have access to xTool Creative Space, that you just can use this. Okay, so I'm going to pick one of these haunted houses because I want to have there be a haunted house in there. Oh, that one doesn't have the flag. I'm going to do that one because I don't like the flag. I don't know why. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of these. So this is the haunted house I want to use. So I'm going to put this in here. All right, so I'm going to add some more designs here until I get it to how I like it. And I'm going to show you guys what I do next. All right, so I just noticed something that I needed to do real quick. So I want to have the other layers to have, I should say at least the outermost layer to have the just outline of the pumpkin. So what I mean by that is I'm going to do an offset again. I think I'm going to just make this a 0.25, enter. Okay, so that looks better. So I'm just going to do confirm this. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to select both of these pieces here, and then I'm going to do subtract at overlap, so then it just has this outline. So then that's what I want to use to go with this one. So I'm just going to move this out of the way here. And so this one says it's a 10.265 by 9.143. So I'm going to try to do this to 10. What did I say? 265, 143, enter. And I'm going to lock this back. So I'm just going to double check that it still fits. So I'm going to change this to black. Yeah, so that looks like it lines up good. So it's the same size. So then for this piece, this is going to be my top piece. Then I'm just going to add these into here. So I'm just going to add them in a way that I'm able to connect them to the outer piece. that way nothing is cut through. I want this just to be one piece. I don't want to have to glue in a whole bunch of pieces on different parts. So what I mean by that is I am going to find a way to make these touch the sides of here so that I can unite them. Back to the shapes, and I'm going to go out of here to the basic shapes. I'm going to get one that can look like some ground covering. So let's see, do we have this one right here? I'm going to try this one, okay? I'm going to change this to engrave. I'm going to flip it around. And I'm going to put it down here. Let's see. So this one looks fine. This side still has a little bit sticking out, so I'm going to go a little bit more. So now you can see that this house, undo, is connected. So I'm just going to put it in a spot that I like. Okay, so that looks good. So the next thing I want to do is I want to make sure these are connected too. So if I put this one up here, I kind of want it to stick out a little bit. So let me see what I can do here. I'm going to go here to the festival again. I'm going to add, say, like one of these in. So let's see if I go. Ooh, I kind of like these hands coming out, but they're kind of small though. Let's do this one. So I'm going to add this one in over here, right? And then I'm going to add this bat on top of it, like it's sitting right on top. Okay. I think that looks pretty good. I don't think I need to add any. Oh, here's this cat. I forgot to put this cat in. I don't know if this will really go anywhere in particular, so I might not put this cat. I'm going to keep it simple. So let's leave it like this. So then what I'm going to do now is I am going to highlight all of these. So I'm going to select all the pieces, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hit unite. Okay, so when I hit unite, it literally makes this one solid piece. Okay, so then when I put this on top, it'll look like this. So I'm just going to do one more layer. So in this case, I am going to make this one have some cutouts in it, and that we can do. So let me go back out of here and see if I can find some other shapes that I like. Oh, so we could do some stars. So where did it go? Right here. All right. So again, I'm going to make this one purple engraved so we can see it. And I'm just going to like put a bunch of stars on it, like it's like a starry night. Another thing I want to add is the moon. So I can do like a big circle moon, or there's like a one that looks like this. I think I might try to do one like this. So I'm going to zoom out so I can kind of see where I have everything placed at. All right, so then when I put this piece on, it will look like this. Let's see, where would be another good spot? I think that kind of looks good. We're going to put one right there. Okay, so I'm going to move this one out of the way again. I'm going to highlight this whole thing. And then again, I'm going to do subtract that overlap. Looks like this. All right, so let's go grab our acrylic pieces and then we'll go to the laser engraver. All right, so I have my 3 colors that I'm going to use. I'm going to try to put them all in here at once. See if they'll fit. I'm not sure. So I'm just going to base the size off of what I use when I do the marking. So that way the sizing is going to be correct. So I'm going to use it based off of this one because I only have this little sheet of white left. All right, so let me show you guys how I'm going to get this started. Space, I'm going to make sure my xTool S1 is connected. So it says it's not, so I'm going to connect it now. And then I just thought of something. My acrylic pieces might be different sizes, so I'm just going to do them one at a time. I'm not ready to do that yet. Okay, so let's just start with a white one. So I'm going to turn this off. So I'm just going to unselect the output so that it's not going to engrave these. Okay, actually, you know what? I'm going to do this first. I'm going to line them back up. It looks good enough here. Okay, so then I am going to zoom back out. Because like I said before, I want to make sure these are going to be the same size. All right, so I'm going to do the white piece first. All right, so I'm going to put the laser over the red acrylic and I'm going to hit that distance button. This is going to measure the distance from the material to the laser. All right, and then I am going to mark the area where the acrylic is on the honeycomb. So I'm just going to go here to this flag. I'm going to hit rectangle, start marking. All right, so then I'm just going to get the corner here. So I'm going to get the top left corner. I'm going to go down as far as I can without overlapping on this butterfly here. Okay. I'm going to go about right there. So this is the area that it marked. So I'm just going to do end marking, done. And then, like I said, I selected this whole thing because I want to size them all down at the same time. So I'm just going to group them together just so that they don't come apart, just in case. All right, and I'm just going to size it down until this whole pumpkin fits into the square because that's the only amount of space that I have for this. All right, so it looks like that fits in there. Yeah. All right, so then I'm going to take this, I'm going to ungroup it. And like I said, I'm going to take the pieces that I'm not going to be working with right now off of here. Make sure they're both set to output. I mean, they're not set to output, so they're not. This one is. And then this is going to be the white piece. So the settings for the white acrylic I am going to be using. So make sure you have it on the right setting. So these are all going to be cut. So I'm going to do cut, cut, cut. So I don't forget. Okay, so that's on the cut setting. So then in the power is going to be 90. The speed is going to be 3. And the passes is going to be 3. So it's set to output. So I'm going to hit process. And double check again that the settings are right. It's 90. Enter. Alright, so process. And it says it's going to take 7 minutes, so I'm going to push start. And okay. So then let's see right here. So then once you hit start on xTool Creative Space, then you have to put start on your xTool S1. And then I'll get back to you guys when it's done. All right, so it just finished the white piece. I am going to not move it too much. I'm just gonna put it down just to make sure it's out of there. And it is, so I just wanted to make sure before I moved it, just in case I needed to cut it one more time. But I did the settings before, so I wasn't thinking it was gonna mess up, but I just wanted to show you guys just in case you do it and it doesn't cut out, to kind of try to keep it in the same spot before you move it. Okay, so this is the white piece. As you can see, it's white all the way through. Just so you guys see that this is actually white and it's not another color. Okay, so this is the white piece. I'm gonna peel it off later, but I just wanna keep going. So the next piece I'm gonna do is the black one, since it's already on here. I'm gonna do the same thing I did before. I'm going to get a distance measurement and I'm gonna mark the area, and then I'm going to cut out the design for the black piece, and I'll show you the settings for that. I already did the distance measurement and I marked the area for this black piece. So I'm gonna move this one out of the way since I'm done with it. I'm gonna change this to no longer being the output. I'm going to change this black one. So again, let me show you guys. It's the black piece. Make sure it's on cut. And I am going to move this up into this area that I marked. For the settings, I'm going to go up here to materials. Instead of having it on unknown, I'm just going to use the settings that they have in xTool Creative Space. So I'm just going to use this 3mm black acrylic. And I'm just going to use the settings that it has on here. I'm going to go to process and see how long this is going to take. It's probably going to take longer because there's a lot to cut. Oh, not even that much longer. 10 minutes and 32 seconds. So we're going to hit start on here. Okay. All right, so this is the black piece. This is on 100 power, 3 speed, 1 pass. All right, so it's almost done here. All right, so here is the black piece. Ooh, got the hiccups. So I'm gonna take this other part off once we get a little close up, because I don't want to break any of the smaller pieces on there. All right, so the last piece is going to be this green piece. So as you can see, I already cut a turtle out of this one. All right, so I'm just gonna put that one on there so I can use this as a guide to where I need to mark this. So first I'm gonna get the distance measurement, and I'm gonna mark the area with that one on top. I'm gonna change this one to output. This is gonna be the green one. So let me show you guys one more time. This is the green one. Change it back to cut. I'm gonna change this, as you saw how I measured the other one on this piece, 90 degrees, so that's the same sideways. And then for the settings, I'm going to put it on, like I said, it's on cut. I'm gonna leave it on 100 for the power. The speed, I'm gonna change this to 4, and the passes, I'm gonna change to 3. I'm gonna hit process. And then last time I didn't take it, so I'm just gonna go real quick, make sure it's on output. Output 10, 100, 4, 3. I have the hiccup, sorry if you guys hear me. All right, so I'm gonna hit process here. And this one says it's gonna take about 9 minutes. So I'm gonna hit start, okay. All right, so I'm gonna check back in like when it's kind of like maybe halfway done, so you guys can see what it looks like while it's cutting. All right, so this piece is done. Like I said before, just keep it in place just in case. But like I said, I already tried out all these settings before, so if you guys are interested in seeing how to determine the settings that I did, then check out my video that I have. I'll link it at the end of this video, and I'll link it down in the description too, so that it's easy for you guys to find. All right, so there's that green piece. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take off all of the paper from these. So just be careful, because like I said, the branches on these are so fragile. So that's another thing you have to be careful of too, how small you make your pieces. All right, so there's that. And so then I'm gonna also have to be careful when I'm peeling this off, because I don't wanna also break the branches either. So I'm just gonna peel this off, and then I'll get back to you guys. All right, so I got it off. So just a reminder, when you have fragile pieces, just take your time when you take them off. Piece there. All right, so the last thing to do is just to glue this all together and then show you guys the end product. All right, so this is the glue that I'm going to be using, and then I'm just going to show you how I use it, because it's really like kind of like sticky and it's stringy. So I usually just put it on my finger, and I just kind of put it on the area that I want it to go on. So let me show you guys how I do that. So I take it, put it on my finger, and then I'm just gonna like apply it there. Oh, looks like that's pretty good. All right, and there you go. Let me put it in the light so you guys can get a better view of it. All right, so here's the end product. It turned out really cute. Like I said, you can clean it up to get the little char marks, that kind of like the little debris that are on there. But this is so cute, and you can do all of this with your xTool S1 20-watt laser or any laser engraver that you have. You just have to test out your settings, but this is all done with acrylic. So I have white, green, and black in this one. So comment down below if you are going to try this and what colors are you going to use. These are the ones I had on hand. If you guys want to see me make more projects with acrylic in different colors, then let me know down in the description. Thank you guys for watching. Take care. Stay blessed.